Welcome to the UAccess community. Those of you who've been with us as part of the Mosaic community will see many things here that look familiar, although they have a slightly different face. And those of you who've not been part of the Mosaic community, welcome. We're glad to have you. You'll see I'm on the main page now of the UAccess community, which is community.uaccess.arizona.edu. And on this homepage, I see just a few announcements, upcoming events, some feeds from the forums, and I also have a search box here. And this search box will search all of the content on the UAccess community except for the content of discussion forums. It will search the titles, but it won't search the content of discussion forums. And we'll talk about those searches more in just a moment as I pop over to the forums. So I can go to any of the discussion forums that I'm already a member of or one that I'm not a member of here. And these are the same exact discussion forums that you saw before. They're just going to look a little bit different. I'm going to pop into the analytics discussion forum, and if I'm not already logged in, I will be prompted to log in. This is the same email address and password that you used for the Mosaic community. If you did not have an account for the Mosaic community, you can click up here to join in the right-hand corner. And if you've forgotten your password, you can always click on that Forgot Your Password link, enter the U of A email address you have associated with your account on the Mosaic community, now UAccess community, and then get that reset password link sent to you. And I'm just going to get myself logged in. And once I'm signed in, you'll see that I'm in the discussion forum for the UAccess Analytics discussions. Same as always, list of all of the most recent posts here. And I can use the search box right at the top of these discussions to search all of the posts within UAccess Analytics discussion group. Or I can also use this search box in the top right to search all of the discussion forums that are part of UAccess community. I would suggest if you do that you include a year for the year that you're interested in, because the default search doesn't actually sort very well by most recent post. So I would do something like search by PEL 2013. And then hit my little magnifying glass. And that will get me results that are just about the PEL for 2013. And I can click through, of course, to any of those different discussions that I am interested in from here. Now, I have other different forums here. You'll note that for student, there are several different forums. So we actually have a single launch page that allows us to jump to each of those student discussion forums. So there's just an interim page before you're right on the discussion forum. You will also see that we have a series of events that are scheduled now through the UAccess community. We have a speaker series, which you will be hearing more about, no doubt, which will allow you to attend either a public speaker about UAccess systems or volunteer to be a public speaker about how your department is using UAccess systems. And you can also request speakers to come to your department who are part of the speaker library that we're working on building. We're also having an annual symposium. The first one is April 23rd, 2013, and you'll be able to register for that symposium through this site and also be able to view archives of the presentations and the streaming materials from that presentation. I want to take a moment to talk about the resources menu for you as well. The Business Office resources is pretty cool. We have here a whole bunch of different pieces of information. The goal is to have all of those links that are useful to a business office to do the business of the university in one place. So we're not trying to replicate the information on, say, the HR or the systems or the FSO website. We're just trying to link to some of the key documents and key policy manuals, etc. So you'll see some of those things here in the Business Office links that you may find useful, different checklists and object code guides, etc. You'll also see that the Business Community Open Forum sessions are going to be scheduled through the UAccess community. So the next time we have a BCOF meeting, you'll be hearing about it through the community. I invite you to take a look at some of these other materials as well. I want to hit on two more specifically, but there are many things in here that we may have overlooked something that you think is key. If that's the case, by all means, let us know. Or if something's out of date or there's something that you think should be changed, please let us know. This is a resource for the business community at the University of Arizona, and we want to do our best to have the appropriate materials here for you. The document library is something we're really excited about, and this is a place where departments that have, say, an internal new hire checklist or way of onboarding employees or travel checklists or whatever it may be, some documents for how they manage their business that they are willing to share with others, we're going to post those here so that folks, let's say you're working on your onboarding in your department, you want to improve your processes, you want to see what other units are doing. This is a place you can go to say, hey, here's some documents that are how other people are doing their employee onboarding. Let's take a look at a bunch of those, maybe call somebody or email somebody and ask them some questions, and use those as resources so that we don't have to reinvent the wheel as we work on this process in our department. So you'll see some cool stuff there on right now, travel, organization review, operational advances, and hiring and onboarding. But please, if you have documents for any process in your office that you would be interested in sharing, we would be delighted to add those to the document library. The other thing I want to hit on real quick here in this side menu is training. You will see that we are working to put together a list of all of the central units that are offering training to general campus members. So you'll see a whole bunch of links to the training websites for those units. Again, if we've missed somebody, by all means, let us know. You'll also see a business office curriculum project page here. And this is a project we're working on to take those different offerings and identify the building blocks of a curriculum for a business office person so that units can say, hey, we have a new business office person, here's the basic training they need. And they also do grants and contracts, so they need this block of training as well. So we're trying to give you some building blocks to help train your people as efficiently and effectively as possible. And as we work on developing that curriculum out, you'll see more information about it here on this page and hear about it through the UAccess community. In addition to those business office resources, we have system-specific resource pages. They're all laid out the same way, so I'm just going to take a look at the analytics one to give you a quick tour. You'll see that you have an access link here for the actual analytics system, and then a link for access provisioning. You also have links to all of the UITS workshop and training team hands-on classes for that particular system. And then we have links to other resources here in the middle, like the online tutorials or demonstrations, videos, documents, useful links, whatever we've identified or built or etc. that we think will be helpful to you in working with the system. By all means, if there's something missing that you're interested in, let us know. We're more than happy to add things there. And you will see that there are pages for all of the UAccess systems available to you here. You'll also see an FAQ menu. This is an FAQ for the actual UAccess community. It's not about the UAccess systems, but it's about the community itself, how to get the most out of it. And then there's a Contact Us page. And I invite you to go to that Contact Us page if you see something that looks weird in the site, since we did just update it. It's perfectly possible there are some little weird things out there we didn't catch. Or if you have a document library document you'd like to volunteer, or know of a link that should be on those business resources that isn't there that you would like us to add. If you want to volunteer for a speaker series, any of those kinds of things, you're welcome to contact us through this form. We look forward to hearing from you. And then the very last thing you'll see here is the members. And if I click through to the top level of that members, I see a list of all of the members of the Mosaic, who were members of the Mosaic community and are now members of the UAccess community. And I have these little links along the top, like EIA here, which will filter for me to just those folks who work in enterprise information and analytics. Or I might say I want to see just those folks who work in UITS, so I can get a feel for who are some of these people who are commenting and that I'm hearing from, who's in FSO, etc. Also under this members link, you will see a page where you can invite. So if you have colleagues that you think would benefit from being part of the UAccess community, you're welcome to send an email to them through here in order to invite them to join us on the UAccess community. And I certainly hope that you do. And we look forward to hearing from you on the community and seeing you at the symposium and in the speaker series. And thank you very much. Thank you for everything you do to keep the university going.